I just wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind because I know I come off like really tough love, about getting rid or getting over your past and all of that. Um, when truly, I totally get it. I really honestly don't even remember the first 5 years of my life. Like, I had an outer body experience when I was two. You know, it was like my higher self telling me to remember who I was. And that's the only thing I remember until I was like 5 years old. And I know that I have like signs of um, sexual abuse or whatever, because, I was like promiscuous in high school and, you know, ended up putting everybody first in my life. And I was mostly just like emotionally neglected in a way. Like I was always like um, super independent and kind of the same way that I am now. And then when I was like 10 or 11, our I went to a Baptist church with my grandparents, from age 5 up. And literally at the public swimming pool, the youth pastor fondled me. Okay. And I was like, literally thought all the pastors were like gods. Like, oh my God. Like, everybody called me God's child. And I was like in love with Jesus. And, anyways, that happened. And I was like, I didn't really know. Like, and I told my grandmother, and she told me to stop lying. Okay. And and then I ended up like I was like a super partier in high school. I literally started working when I was like 12, babysitting and cleaning, and then I got my first job when I was 14. And by the time I was a senior in high school, I was working like 50 hours a week and going to school and partying, getting college prep and business course grades. But anyways, I just dealt mostly with like emotional neglect, and like my dad didn't even acknowledge my existence. My mother was like overly emotional, depressed, blah blah, just toxic mother crap. And my parents were really young. My mom was 15 when she had me, 16. She was 15 when she got pregnant, and my dad was 21 when I was born. So they were really young, and my grandparents moved in with me and everything. And I was raped 3 times in high school, like passed out drunk, like puke in my hair, raped. And the one guy even like had the nerve to break into my house a month later and get arrested. And then guess what? I found out later he had done it to a lot of women. But back in those days, like, it wasn't the same, and I had already been told I was lying. And I was like, whatever. And I did go through like a whole bunch of traumatic shit, like abusive relationships with my ex and da 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 da. And then, he was like severely abused by his father, like in every way. Every way. He had a broken arm at 9 months old from being thrown across the room. And literally, like, it was bad. Okay. And then every man in his mother's life, neglected, abused, they'd get locked in attics, blah, blah, blah. So I like literally do have a lot of experience like helping him conquer his demons. Like, he really did like have a lot of issues, and it's the reason why I kind of stayed with him so long, longer than I should have, is that I was always trying to help him and be his angel, blah blah blah, like all this and that and the next thing. Um, so I do understand, like, and I don't want you to think like, oh, it just sounds so easy to just like make up your mind. And like once you like just prioritize, accept what happened, process it, like forgive the people, like they didn't know any better, whatever happened, blah blah, it was a different time era, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then it's up to you. Like, for me, like, I'm better off without certain people in my life because, they don't respect boundaries or whatever. They still treat me like I'm an idiot. It's like, and whatever, like, and I do it. I really like, I don't hold on to pain anymore. I don't think about the things that happened. I don't like pity myself. Like, I can talk about anything. Like, it didn't even happen. Like, I have so much shit, traumas upon traumas that I dealt with, blah, blah, whatever, whatever. And I just don't like let it bother me that much, like, or at all anymore. Like, I really don't. Like, life's too short to like live in the past and think that you're responsible for what happened to you. And there's a lot of narcissists. I know I pick on narcissists, but like, you really can heal that wound as well. A lot of that stems from childhood abuse or, modeling from your own parents. And you can, like, you don't have to be a narc your whole life. Believe me, like, if I can get over my anger and depression, like, I was seriously like an angry, like, I didn't take it out on people. But my ex fought with me every day. Whatever, he had issues upon issues. And I wasn't like in love. I was never in love. Like, I got pregnant on an oopsies, and literally, my son was like the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. But you know, um, that's what kept me going was my son, and I put all my energy and focus into him. And he got hit by a car when he was 4, right in front of my eyes. I literally like sent myself to hell. Like, I was like devastated. I did not forgive myself for 20 years, or almost 20 years, 18, I guess. And really, honestly, like, I was punishing myself for what happened when it was truly like an accident. But at the same time, like, I was like, you know, my whole family looked down on me like I was a piece of crap because they were all like, how could I let that happen? Like, and I already was thinking that. But anyways, I did like honestly go through a shit ton of traumas myself. And I am telling you that if I can do it, anybody can do it. And you just have to make up your mind and not care like what people think, dissociate from the people that don't respect your boundaries or value you as a person, and you really have to like love yourself. You really do, because no one else is going to love you as much as you do. And you really have to have self respect and integrity, to feel good as a person. But, anyways, that is just my 2 cents. I just got off a long day at work and I'm sitting here at the park. It's so beautiful, and there's a lot of blah blah blah, a lot of kiddos here on the playground playing baseball, and it's just so like relaxing. It's like 70 degrees, and I love this weather. I'm like in heaven. But anyways, I love you, and I just wanted to talk about that. It truly is like up to you to make up your mind to get over the things of the past. But I love you. Mwah.